Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the HSE Coach. Today, we are going to answer one of the most common questions asked by new safety officers, engineers, and HSE students. Who prepares a risk assessment? Is it only the HSE officer's responsibility, or do engineers, supervisors, and other departments work together to prepare the risk assessment? If you have ever had this question, make sure you watch this video until the end, because I am going to explain the complete process based on real industry practices. First of all, let's clear one important misconception. A risk assessment is never prepared by just one person. It is a team effort. Yes, you heard that correctly. Many people believe that preparing a risk assessment is only the HSE officer's job, but that is not true. The HSE officer plays an important role, but the risk assessment is developed with the contribution of everyone involved in the work. Now the question is, what exactly is the role of the HSE officer? The HSE officer coordinates the entire risk assessment process. They identify hazards. They evaluate the level of risk. They recommend suitable control measures. They ensure that the assessment complies with company procedures, client requirements, and legal regulations. Finally, they prepare, review, or update the risk assessment document. However, there is one important point you should always remember. The HSE officer should never prepare a risk assessment alone without visiting the worksite. If someone creates a risk assessment while sitting in an office without understanding the actual work environment, it is not considered good practice. Real hazards can only be identified by observing the work on site. Now let's look at the people who are normally involved in preparing a risk assessment. First, we have the site engineer. The engineer has technical knowledge of the work activity. They explain the sequence of the job. They identify the equipment and machinery that will be used. They describe the materials involved. They also identify technical hazards related to the work. Next comes the supervisor. The supervisor works closely with the workforce every day. They understand the actual working conditions on site. They know how the job will be performed. They can identify practical difficulties and existing unsafe conditions that may not be obvious to others. Now let's talk about the workers. Experienced workers often provide the most valuable information during the risk assessment process. They perform the job every day. They know where the greatest risks exist. Sometimes a single suggestion from an experienced worker can prevent a serious accident. That is why worker participation is extremely important. Now let's come back to the HSE officer. The HSE officer collects information from all departments. They identify hazards. They evaluate the level of risk. They recommend effective control measures. They ensure that the risk assessment complies with company standards, client requirements, and legal regulations. Based on all this information, the risk assessment document is prepared. Once the document is completed, it is usually reviewed and approved by the project manager, construction manager, department head, or another authorized manager. Only after approval is the risk assessment officially implemented. Before the work begins, it is communicated to all workers during a toolbox talk so that everyone understands the hazards, the risks, and the required safety precautions. Let's understand this with a practical example. Imagine that a project involves lifting a heavy load using a mobile crane. If the HSE officer prepares the risk assessment alone without inspecting the site, important hazards may be missed. However, when the site engineer, lifting supervisor, crane operator, rigger, signalman, and HSE officer inspect the work area together, they may identify several additional hazards. For example, there could be overhead power lines nearby. The ground may be soft and unstable. There may be vehicle traffic around the lifting area. Strong winds may also affect the lifting operation. When all these people contribute their knowledge and experience, the final risk assessment becomes practical, realistic, and much more effective. This is exactly how accidents are prevented in professional organizations around the world. International standards also support this approach. ISO 45001 emphasizes worker consultation and participation in occupational health and safety. NEBOSH also teaches that effective risk assessments should involve management, engineers, supervisors, workers, and HSE professionals working together to identify hazards and implement appropriate control measures. So, let's summarize the most important point from today's video. A risk assessment is not prepared by the HSE officer alone. It is a team effort. The site engineer provides technical information. The supervisor provides practical site knowledge. The workers share their real work experience. The HSE officer coordinates the process, evaluates the risks, recommends control measures, and prepares or reviews the document. Finally, management reviews and approves the risk assessment before it is implemented on site. If you are asked in an interview, who prepares a risk assessment? Never answer. Only the HSE officer. Instead, give this professional answer. A risk assessment is prepared by a competent team that includes the HSE officer, site engineer, supervisor, experienced workers, and other relevant department representatives. The HSE officer coordinates the process, but it is always a collaborative team effort. I hope this video has completely cleared up this common misunderstanding. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your colleagues, fellow safety officers, engineers, and HSE students. If you want to learn more about NEBOSH, IOSH, OSHA, workplace safety, and practical HSE knowledge, don't forget to subscribe to the HSE Coach. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, keep learning, and always remember, safety is everyone's responsibility, not just the HSE officers.